Starting a conversation with a complete stranger is probably the hardest job in show business, right? Getting up in front of a crowd, being the first to speak out, be heard, be noticed, be the center of attention in any room and all eyes are on you. Ooh, most of us go running for cover. The pressure mounts, and then we have trouble putting our thoughts and words together in coherent speech, and before you know it, we're facing obstacles that are insurmountable. People today are quick to decide if you are friend or foe, if you lack proper communication skills, if you can't get conversation started quickly. In other words, you can't grab someone's attention instantly. You're going to have trouble succeeding in life and in business because you're going to be afraid at that moment in time to speak up and say what you mean and mean what you say or ask the key question that needs to be asked. In other words, you're chickening out. Listen. Starting conversation is easy when you have a process, when you parse your words and phrase your speech in ways that people receive openly, all right? Not words and phrases that chase their attention away. Then you become a catalyst for conversation, and then you find the easy road to getting to the truth, and that's about all you can hope for on any sales call, is to get to the truth, get to the facts, and then make your own decisions as to what follows after that. But getting conversation started is what the Gold Call Script Builder Kit is all about. Now, I'm a cold caller too, and, well, I suffer from the same problem too, stage fright, whenever I'm approaching a stranger to talk about the possibility of doing business. So what I found is that when I parse my words in a certain syntax and order, I can go from hello to talk to you next Tuesday inside of a 4-minute phone call with no pressure, because I can face and treat a yes on an equal plane with no. I also want to know, because I'm brave enough to ask, whether or not people are even interested in meeting with me to discuss that possibility. But I don't want to color outside the lines with my dialogue, because if I try to be too persuasive, I lose control of my dialogue, and then the other person takes over, and their will be done. That's for sure. Be the first to ask the question. That's the key. The catalyst for any conversation, all conversation, begins with a question. Other than, how you doing today? Got a minute? All right. So as you check out the Gold Call recordings on this page, you'll hear yours truly making cold calls on the telephone to prospects and getting to first base and closing out an appointment on the calendar inside a 4-minute phone call. The easy way, right? Without a lot of words and fanfare. It's called keyword speech. Once you become a master of keyword speech, you will become the ultimate negotiator for the attention of others, which is what we're all looking for. All righty. Well, Professor Pete here, the Gold Caller, thanking you for the privilege of your attention. May all your calls be gold, and until our paths cross again, happy hunting.